Yeah, I know.
And in.
We're back! This is Matt.
This is Katie. This is Movies and Mischief, formerly On the Road Reviews, but obviously things have changed out there. So
We're not going to be back in theaters for a while yet.
Yeah.
Regal just announced yesterday they reopened, but we're not ready to go back yet.
Not yet, but we both
first
got our
vaccines today. We've been microchipped for the first time today. I've had a slight haircut since last time. I went and got the Pietro.
Me too.
Since we've seen you.
A little bit of a haircut. So yeah, we're back. We're going to give this thing another shot. A lot of people out there seem to really enjoy us. We got George here with us this evening. So what did we watch tonight, my dear?
Tonight we watched Godzilla vs. Kong.
So
the wrap-up, hopefully, of this. I think it's a trilogy, right?
I don't know. I don't know what
4?
their plans are. There's 3 of them.
We've seen and enjoyed the other ones.
Yeah, I'm going to let Katie go first.
Okay.
My dear, what were your thoughts?
I did not like this movie.
Why not?
I did not like this movie. I was so bored. It felt like fight scene after fight scene after fight scene after fight scene. There were at least 5 characters that didn't need to be in this movie at all. There were attempts at humor throughout that just fell really flat for me. They put way too much on the shoulders of the Australian kid from Deadpool.
Yeah.
And it just, there was too much else going on. Brian Tyree Henry's character felt manic to me. I don't know what kind of company doing as important work as they did would have allowed him to keep coming to work every day, because he just felt like a totally out of control person. And it was just too much CGI. These are always very CGI movies, obviously, but it just felt like lazy in some place. Kong was doing some WWE moves. I mean, he literally at one point did the jumping shoulder. Yeah, it was just, I'm very disappointed because I really liked the other 2.
Too much?
Too much. Too many stories going on. It was too muddled in the beginning.
Okay.
It's hard to keep track of what was happening, and I've seen the other movies, so people who haven't would have.
I will say this. If you thoroughly enjoy the Godzilla movies, right, but I'm saying all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen.
Back to Gojira.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, I love these movies, okay? So, for me...
Even the Hank Azaria one.
I'm not a big fan of the Hank Azaria one. But here's the thing, okay? I agree with you. Of the 3, this one was not as enjoyable as the other 2. I was expecting more. It was just the whole idea of King Kong versus Godzilla. I mean, I was really into this. I didn't have a problem with the fight scenes. I had a problem with all the human characters. But here's the thing. When you're watching a Godzilla movie, it's not really about the human characters, okay? Now, in the other 2 movies in this trilogy, they did a really good job of at least making you care somewhat about the human characters, but this one, I didn't give a crap about any of them.
It just felt really off balance, even between the 2 creatures, because I love Kong.
Yeah.
I'm all about the apes. And I like Godzilla from these first ones, but it just felt like Godzilla's bigger. Kong is huge, and he has his brute strength. Mm-hmm. Okay. Godzilla's also huge and strong, and he has spikes, and he can swim and stay underwater and breathe the air, and he's atomic.
Yeah.
It just felt totally off balance.
No, you're right. As far as the monster movie part of it goes, that disappointed me the most, because even as cheesy and campy as the original Kong versus Godzilla was, there felt like there was an even balance between the 2 of them. This one, you're absolutely right. If the third party, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but the third party that came in, if they hadn't come in, the movie would have been over 10 minutes sooner, because there was nothing left to do. But yeah, I think if you enjoyed the other films, you'll probably get a kick out of this one. I didn't have a problem with the special effects. I thought the CGI effects were really good. The water looked very believable. That whole thing
was good. The Hollow Earth parts were really
yeah,
cool.
that was really neat. That was really neat.
My problem was just little stuff like they go to get Dr. Lind because he'll help guide them to Hollow Earth.
There was a lot of
force. It was so important that Dr. Lind had to stop and get a haircut before he actually left.
And shave, haircut and a shave. Yeah. Yeah, all of the human stuff, human interaction felt forced in this one.
Absolutely.
It felt like I would have been just fine with watching an hour-and-a-half movie of Kong making his way to Godzilla.
You just could have told this story in a much more sensical way.
Yeah.
This just took a lot of unnecessary detours.
Yeah.
And try to make you care about people just because, she adopted the little girl because...
That didn't make any sense to me either. Where did this little girl, if she was a native of Skull Island, where did she learn sign language?
Yeah, an American Sign Language. So clearly the scientist taught her, but it just felt like...
It was just a lot. All the human character stuff was forced. It just felt like it was in there. They were just trying to figure out how to put the humans in this story. And
I think there were characters that were there just for the name draw. Millie Bobby Brown was wasted. Kyle Chandler, wasted.
Yeah.
I think they were just there because people liked them in the first one, even though they were there for 5 minutes and didn't need to be there at all. Yeah. I'm sorry. It was a really disappointing way to start our reboot.
I know, but we're gonna keep going with this. So yeah, that's what I liked. Kong, Skull Island. We're gonna do another video as kind of an intro to the new channel. But as far as Kong versus Godzilla goes, Godzilla versus Kong, I got a kick out of it. I don't think I'm gonna be buying this one on Blu-ray to watch it another time. Not like the other two. I actually went back and watched the other two over the past couple weeks leading up to this, and I can tell you this one, I don't see myself buying this one. I probably won't watch it again. I would probably say just watch the other two and Skull Island. You haven't seen Skull Island yet, have you? Kong Skull Island. The one with Samuel L. Jackson.
No.
Okay, yeah. Skull Island.
I have not seen Samuel Jackson and a motherfucking monkey on a motherfucking island.
Yeah.
But I will.
Yeah, we'll probably watch that one. But anyways.
Kong and Samuel Jackson, come on.
Yeah, I was disappointed in this one. I've been really hyped for this one ever since I first heard about it a couple years ago. Maybe if we had seen it in a movie, I don't know. I don't think this would have been worth...
It would have been better in the movie theater probably just because of the magnitude of their size. And that was another thing. There were times that I felt like Kong changed sizes depending on where he was. Because some places he didn't seem all that big to me until they got him in the city, and then he seemed enormous.
I didn't get that.
There were times where you get like his foot stepped down and people are there, and then later when he's in the city and the same kind of thing happens, I'm like, did he get
You know what I find
bigger?
amazing? You know what I find amazing is in all of these movies, how easy these top secret secure places are to get into. I was thinking that when they got into the top twice. I was like, it's always so easy in these movies. It would never happen.
Yeah, and they're...
Even in Austin Powers, it was harder for him to get into.
And towards the end, when they were trying to figure out the password, that whole thing, I'm like, well, that seems like a very unsafe sort of system for something this dangerous.
Yeah.
But okay.
It was, overall it was a little disappointing. I'm not telling you to not watch it.
No, it just felt lazy. It just felt like lazy writing. It just felt like, let's just throw in a fight here because we don't know what.
I wonder how much of all of the COVID shutdown, because I know they had started filming this before, so I wonder how much of that.
Maybe why we got more fight scenes than were originally planned.
But that's not really an excuse because we've watched a couple really good movies that came through. All right. So that's how we feel about Kong versus Godzilla.
Maybe we'll watch another one tomorrow, so it'll be...
I was thinking of watching another one tonight, so we'll see what happens.
Well, maybe we'll watch another one tonight.
Yeah, so we might have another video coming up. So hopefully I'll be able to get this video posted by tomorrow. So there you go. I hope you guys, like we always say, click the little thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, and
comment.
Yeah, tell us comments.
Talk to us.
Let us know what you think.
Tell us.
Not to sound desperate or anything, but please.
But this is why we kind of stopped, because we had a lot of people that said, "Why did you stop? We loved it," but we didn't even know anybody was watching because nobody ever told us.
All right, now we're getting pathetic. All right, guys. So we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.